Hi everyone. So previously we had discussed on the topic sliding window algo, right? So today we'll be discussing on the topic two pointers algo, right? First, usually we should have discussed two pointers and then sliding window. It's fine. No worries. Yep. So we'll be discussing the two pointers algorithm today. Yep. So let's see what the definition states here. Two pointers algorithm uses two indices. Just remember, as per the name actually, two pointers, right? Two pointers algorithm uses two indices that move through the data structure, that moves through a data structure, usually an array. Yep. Two pointers algorithm uses two indices that move through a data structure, usually an array, to efficiently solve the problems by reducing the unnecessary iterations. Yep. To efficiently solve the problems by reducing the unnecessary iterations. So this is the this is it about the definition part. It's as simple as that. We know that now we know two pointers uses two indices, one thing, and to move uh, this one through the data structure to efficiently solve the problems by reducing unnecessary iterations. So this is fine. Now let's move on with the explanation part actually. Yep. First, what we will do, we'll initialize the two pointers. Usually we consider left and right itself. Yeah. So whenever we are going with the two pointers, we will be considering this one. What do we call? We'll initialize the two pointers. Usually we consider left as well as the right. Yeah. Left as well as the right. Just remember this one. Pointers start at the different positions, right? So first, usually we assign left to the first index. Yeah, first index, and this one, what do we call? Right for the last index actually. Usually, this one right at the last index. See, start and or both at the start, and we can assign this one both for the first index itself, left and right for the first index as well, right? Based on the problem requirement, right? Based on the problem requirement. Yep. So this is fine. We will evaluate a condition using the element set pointers. Yep. So that's what I said. We'll be evaluating the basically condition using the element set the pointers, right? So we'll be writing certain conditions based on the this one problem requirement. Actually, we'll evaluate the condition using the element set the pointer. Then based on the condition, we will move the left forward or move the right backward. See, either suppose if we are having 1, 2, 3. So suppose if we have this one assign the left to the first index and the right to the second index. Based on the condition, we have to move the right index backward and this one left index forward. That's what we will be doing. This is just for the example sake. Yep. So this is fine. Finally, what we will do, we have to continue until the pointers meet at the cross, right? So we have to continue until the pointers meet at the cross actually. So suppose both meets at the two, actually we will stop there. Left and right meets at this one middle, will stop there actually. Yep. So this is fine, I believe. Yeah. So this eliminates the nested loops plus it improves the performance. Basically what it does, it eliminates the nested loops. Also, it improves the performance. That's what it does. Yep. So this is it for the two pointers algorithm. This is it for the two pointers algorithm. Yep. So accordingly with what we had discussed earlier, let's start writing the code. Yep. Let's start writing the code. So what we'll be doing before writing the code, let me tell you one thing. So we'll be going with the example code. We'll be checking if the sorted array has two numbers with a sum that is equivalent to the x. Meaning, see here, array. Suppose if I consider the array A here. Suppose let me consider here this example 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 and 6. Let me consider this one itself. So here we'll be making use of the two pointers. So we will be checking whether two numbers that leads to the target sum. That leads to the target sum actually. Suppose this number. So I'll just go with the addition of 2 plus 4. So this has to lead to 6. Suppose we have to consider target here. Target I'll consider 6. So we have to check whether this one, any two numbers, sum that will lead to the target 6 or not. In our case, 2 plus 4 will lead to the 6, right? So let's consider the same example. So we'll be writing the code for this. Yep. So this is fine. Yep. So let's do one thing now. Let's do one thing now. Let's start writing the code. Let's consider the same example that we have considered just now. So I'll just go with here. 1, 2. So I just consider 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, right? So I'll just go with the same actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 for the array, right? So I'll just go with the so I'll just go with so this is fine. What I'll do, let's go with the target sum. Target sum, I'll go with the 6 itself. Yep, let me go with the same example that we considered. Yep. So next, accordingly with the algo, we have, let's assign the left pointer at the start and the right pointer at the end. Yep, left pointer for the at the start, this one, right pointer at the end for the 6 actually. Yep, let's do that. So I'll just go with int L equals 6. This is fine. Next, int R equals a dot length minus 1. So this is fine. Next, what we will be doing, let's go with a while loop, while condition. So what we will be doing now, so we have to loop until the pointers cross actually. I'll just go with while left has to be less than or at any cost. Yep, left has to be less than right at any cost. Yeah, we will be looping until the pointers cross. This we have discussed already. And yep. Sum of the elements, let's consider the sum of the elements first. So we have to go with the sum of elements, right? So that has to lead to the target sum actually, target actually. Yep. I'll just consider sum equals A of L plus A of R. It's as simple as that. Next, what we will be doing. So if the target is found, basically, if target is found, then in that case, we have to mark found and we have to exit the loop. See, if sum, nothing but target, right? If target we have found actually, target we are going with the X actually, variable X, this one actually. Yep. So let me go with a small x, not the capital X. If S equals X, meaning if the target is found, then we have to mark found and exit the loop. So I'll just go with F equals true. So this is fine. Then to exit, I'll just make use of the break, this one. Yeah, I'll just make use of the break keyword here, right? So this is fine. The next condition, if we have found the target, then directly we'll mark found and we'll exit the loop. If the sum is smaller, suppose the sum is smaller, then we will increment the left pointer. Then we will increment the left pointer. You will understand this one when we dry run the code by making use of one example. Yeah. So see here, suppose if sum is smaller than the target, then we will be incrementing the left pointer. Yeah. Else what we'll be doing, we will move the right pointer left, means we will decrement the right pointer. We will decrement the right pointer. That's what we will be doing. So this is it for the condition. Yeah. When we find the target, if the target is found, directly we'll mark found and we'll exit the loop. If sum is smaller, then we will move the left pointer to right. We'll increment the left pointer. Else, if the sum is larger, we will move the right pointer left, nothing but we'll be decrementing the right pointer. That's what we will be doing. Next, if of f, then if we have found this one, the target, so then let's print s. Let's go with a Boolean value s actually. Yeah. So let me go with s here within the strings. So next, else, if we have not found the pair that leads to the target sum, then in that case we will or we shall display no, right? So I'll just go with s out here. What is happening, man, here? One second. Parental, let me go with the no. This is fine. Yep. So this is it for the code. So let me format the code entirely. Yep. Let me format the code entirely. What is this actually? What is happening? Condition. So this is fine, man. Yep. So this is fine for now. Doesn't matter. Anyways, we don't have any error, right? So if of yeah, cannot result symbol. So this is fine. We have considered that. So one second, just give me a second here. So what is this saying actually? One second. Oh yeah. So I have to, we are going with a Boolean value, right? For that, for displaying output actually. I have to mention here this one, Boolean f equals, so basically I'll just set this one to the false initially. I'll set this one to false initially. Now the error has to be gone. Now the error has to be gone actually. Still showing actually. So this is fine. Let me run the code actually. So we have the pairs actually that leads to the target value. Target value we have considered 6. So we have the pairs 2 and 4 will lead to 6. So we have to get the output yes in our case. Let's see. We are getting no. Somewhere we have done something wrong. So 2 and 4 pairs, these two, 2 and 4 has to lead to the 6 actually. We have to get the output, yes, not no. Somewhere we have done something wrong. Let's check the same. So what mistake I have done here is see, L left actually we have to initialize this one to the first element or the first index actually. Yep, so that's what we need to do. So instead of initializing this one with the 0, I had typed 6 actually. That is the reason we were getting error. So we were getting no actually. Now we have to get the output. Uh, yes, actually, let's check the same. Let's wait for some time. So see here, we are getting the output S means so this you can directly say by looking at it itself, we can say 2 and 4 leads us to the target 6. Yep, so we are getting the correct output. So we have discussed the code step by step. Now let's do one thing. Let's consider the same example. Let's dry run the code. Yep, let's dry run the code so that we understand the coding part clearly and we understand the coding part clearly. Let's do that. So let's try run the code. We have considered the same example that we have considered within the code actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and the target that we have considered is 6 actually. Yep. So we have already discussed that this pair has to lead to the target 6. We have discussed this one. Let's see that one accordingly with the code that we have written. First, we have left at left actually. First, the left pointer would point to first index, right? So we have the element 1 at the first index. Yep. So the right will be pointing to the last index, right? The element present at the last index. So the element present at the last index is 6 actually. So we will be considering 6. So what will be the sum? Sum would lead to 7. Sum would lead to 7. So here sum is greater than 6. Sum is greater than 6. So what we will do accordingly with the algo? So we will be decrementing the right pointer. We will be decrementing the right pointer. So this is fine, I believe. Next, what we will do? We'll go with a left pointer again, right? So left pointer remains same, 1. Left pointer remains same, 1. And the right pointer, this time we have decremented the right pointer, right? So we have to consider 4, the next value. 6 we have decremented to the mm, last but one value, right? Last but one value. So nothing but 4. This time it will be 4. So when we sum this one, 1 plus 4 would lead to 5. 1 plus 4 would lead to 5, right? So now, so here sum is less than 6. Sum is less than 6. So when it is less, what we will be doing accordingly with the algo, we will be incrementing the left pointer. We will be incrementing the left pointer. That's what we will be doing. So this time we will be incrementing the left pointer. Left pointer was at the 1 actually, index, first index, 0th index, nothing but the value 1. So now we will be incrementing to this one, 2. Left pointer will be incrementing to the second index, which consists of the value 2, right? So this one we will be going with the 2, and the right pointer remains same, nothing but 4 here. Right pointer remains same, nothing but 4. So the sum will be 2 plus 4, it would lead to 6. It would lead to 6. Now we have found the sum here. We have found the target actually. See, 2 plus 4 would lead to 6. So, and we need the this one, the pairs that would lead to the sum 6 actually. We have got here. We will, so what we will do, we will stop here. We will stop here as we have found the this one pairs actually. 2 and 4 are the pairs that would lead to the output 6. As we have found the pair, what we will do, we will be displaying s boolean value s as the output accordingly with the code that we have written. We have to get the output s, and we got the output s, right? We got the output s. So this is it for the dry run. This is it for the dry run basically. Yep. So I hope now everything is clear about the two pointers, right? It's as simple as that. Now what we will be doing, so we are done with the 2 pointers algo. Let's do one thing. Yeah, let's consider the final, or let's get into the final part, nothing but the complexities. Let's discuss the time complexity as well as the space complexity. Yeah. So what will be the time complexity and the space complexity for the code that we have written? So the time complexity would lead to big O of n. You would have already guessed why it is big O of n, because each pointer, right, moves at most n times. each pointer moves at most n times. So overall time complexity would lead to big of n. So what would be the space complexity here? Space complexity would lead to big of 1. Space complexity would lead to big of 1 because no extra memory is being used here, right? So overall space complexity would lead to big of 1. So the time complexity and the space complexity for the code that we have written would lead to big of n and big of 1 respectively. Big of n and big of 1 respectively, right? So this is it for the 2 pointers algo. So it's as simple as that. Yep. Now we are done with the 2 pointers algo. Next, we will be moving on with the one of the important or the one of the famous algorithms, array-based algorithms. Actually, we'll be going with cadence algorithm. Yep. So for now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.